Hello.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Chris.
I'm Rich.
And we are the Never Enough Toys podcast and show.
Welcome.
Welcome. So we are doing a cool episode today. If you can see over my shoulder, over this shoulder, we have a little X-Men. So I kind of wanted to talk today about how I got into collecting Marvel Legends. And I had mentioned in another video that my first Marvel Legend that I picked up was this Storm and Thunderbird 2-pack.
The peg warmer.
The peg warmer. This was sitting in Target for so long, and it's kind of, I said in the last video, unceremonious kind of like start to a collection.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those on this shelf. A lot.
Yeah. But, you know, it was just something about that Storm. I love the character Storm. And they had buy one, get one 50 on this. So I was like, all right, what better time to jump in? Yeah.
Get it for a discount, you get 2 figures.
Yeah, 2 figures. It was like $30 or something like that.
Explain to me who Thunderbird is.
Oh, boy. Thunderbird.
I think that's the reason why they sat on the shelf. I don't think anybody knows who that is.
Yeah, I mean, he's part of the original team in the giant size. But, I mean, like, it's not really like... I thought he was WARPATH for the longest time. There's another character from the X-Force called WARPATH, and he's like essentially the same design, but just way more buff. So who wouldn't want that figure versus this, you know, like skinnier shaman style? You know, it definitely sold his figure by having him with Storm. And her look is insane. I mean, like, they did such a great job on this figure. She has the pinless joints, which I hope ends up being something that they do going forward, where they kind of don't show like a pin. Yeah.
Cool.
And, yeah. So and this started like my love for collecting X-Men Legends, and I was like, all right, so this figure reminds me of the X-Men arcade game. So if you get her, then you got to finish out the rest of the team. And there's 6 of them. So I tell my wife, all right, just 6.
How many Legends at that point did you have?
Just these 2.
Wait, so you saw these and then you decided to jump in on the Marvel Legends one?
In 2020. Hindsight is
I'm not as keen on the X-Men as a property, as a storyline,
right,
and stuff like that, along with these characters. I know the X-Men show, so I know those core, like maybe 10 or 12 guys that I can remember off memory and whatnot. And that's who I collected when it came to Marvel Legends. And I have them between Marvel Legends by Hasbro and the Toy Biz one, so it's all kind of mixed together, but it's like my favorite version of that character in figure form, and just keeping them all in on one shelf.
Yeah.
So to kind of jump in now with your extensive knowledge of different characters, and then now what's available and who's an older release, so they're harder and more expensive to get, and then who's going to come out or whatever. So it's like
it was kind of wallet suicide.
You had a road ahead of you.
Yeah,
you had quite a road ahead of you.
It was quite an uphill battle. So, of course, I get this pack, and then I decide, all right, let's round out the 6-player game. Let's do it. So I start looking them up, and I was just in shock at some of the prices that I saw. Dude. Specifically, the CYCLOPS in his original attire. That figure, at the time of when I was looking, was around 80 loose.
Now, did he come singular? Did he come in a pack?
He came in a 2-pack with the Dark
so that's
Phoenix.
That's gonna jack up its price, because the only way to get him is to buy 2 at the same time, which is more expensive than usual. But then to have him just alone, they're gonna be like, well, I popped this out.
Yeah.
So it adds the value because you can't get him anywhere else but this 2-pack.
Exactly. And it was a Toys R Us exclusive, which thus
makes it even worse. Because store exclusivity is probably one of my most hated things where you have to go to certain stores to buy certain things, and it's whack.
Yeah, super
Hate
whack.
that.
So I was in horror, just thinking that I was going to end up paying $80 for a figure, and I would say my cap is somewhere around $40. I just can't justify spending any more than $40 for a single figure.
Right.
It's very hard for me.
And that's the big debate around toys and action figure values. It's like, in my opinion, it's worth what you're willing to pay.
Exactly.
You see a price, and either in your head you say, yeah, I'd pay that, or that, or if it was just a little, that's exactly what it's worth.
Yeah.
To you, because it's your money. The universal value of money is different when it comes to what you use it for. So,
and how expendable it is.
Exactly. Too. It's not, you're not buying gold, diamonds compared to mud. It's like, it's all different. You buy whatever you want.
So I had to kind of give up the ghost on that figure and kind of take a different route. So in looking, I got super duper lucky. I freaked out when I found this lot on Mercari.
Mercari, the angel compared to the devil on your shoulder when it comes to
eBay and Mercari. Yeah. So I find this lot.
Yeah, you're lucky on Mercari.
I did.
Yeah.
I think I paid $40 and I got 7 figures. And of those 7 figures, I got all 4 boys. So here we go.
No, wait a second. So you got that up in value. Here we go.
Here we go. So I got Wolvie and Cyclops. Now, to note, these are Toy Biz. These are Toy Biz figures. And then I also got this Nightcrawler that we saw in one of the videos, and the Colossus. That's a nice Colossus. Beautiful Colossus. The only thing with these is that their joints are super duper loose, so I had to do some remedies here. Good old Pringles top for our friend here.
I think I have this Wolverine.
It's
because
a solid.
I have mutton chops. I get compared to Wolverine a lot.
Yeah.
He's not. You know what? He's one of my favorites, but it's one of those things you don't like to admit because I get the comparison all the time. So I don't like it's annoying.
Yeah.
And then it's corny at some point. So
yeah,
I try to distance myself a little bit, but he's so cool.
Yeah, so dope.
And this was my favorite color scheme.
The brown suit.
That brown and mustard. I love Toy Biz's articulation. I think it's the best.
They did
Unfortunately, sometimes, like you said, with your Nightcrawler, it gets loose over time. On some of them, but this Wolverine is pretty badass.
Yeah, he's not too bad. So,
explain.
In saying that I was going to get just the 6,
You got these 4 figures
in a lot.
Plus, how many?
It was there were 3 other figures in there. There was a Guardian, there was a Weapon X, and there was something else in there. And it was $40 shipped on all of that. So I was like, wow, that's a score.
Somebody doesn't want those toys anymore.
Yeah.
That's when you get lucky.
Mm-hmm. So I was really happy to be able to pick these up. And it was probably because of the loose joints. And probably because of some of the reissues that were coming.
You can always get stands. There are remedies. I've heard of remedies that you can do to tighten up your joints. I think I heard that there's a super glue trick. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to advise you to super glue your joints, but apparently there's a super glue trick. I don't know.
I got a really cool trick. I buy these silicone earplugs from CVS, Walgreens, and you can kind of stick a little piece of it in between the joint. Yeah,
I've done something like that. The blue sticky tack.
Yeah,
that
stuff
they
like
use
that
for posters on the wall. I use that for my the Hasbro Ghostbusters, that new plasma series. The guns don't just stay in the pack on their back. So I use some of that little stuff to keep them in. I use them in the stand as well. Put them on the feet.
Yeah. What I like about the silicone is that it's clear. So you can put it in a joint and not really see it at all.
Nice.
So, all right. So I'm 5 in.
I want to see what's called.
Yeah, go for it.
Continue talking.
So I'm 5 in, and I'm like, wow, I'm 1 away. Let me just grab this Dazzler, and then I'm done. So we go to a local toy show in Wayne, New Jersey, and I see the Dazzler. Dazzling in her...
That's the Hasbro release on the cards.
Yes. Correct. Yeah, they're on a card back.
Right. So modern, not Toy Biz guys, but the modern Dazzler that's in stores. Peg warning.
Yeah, apparently.
On GameStops, at least. I've seen so many just sitting in GameStops.
He saw them, but this was before I was into them. So little did he know that I was going to want one down the line. So I see her at a toy show. I think he had like, what, $18 on her or something like that? It was like a really nice price.
Not bad.
I have it in my hands, and I'm like, all right, let me take one pass around, because I usually do that. Like, you don't know what you're going to get at these shows, so you kind of want to like explore your options before you go right ahead and jump into something.
Sometimes a very astronomical mistake.
Yes.
Never pick up and think in your head, man, I really want this. Let me drop it. It's nothing worse than coming back and it's not there anymore, and you just missed your. It's happened to me many times where you have something in your hand, something that you wanted, but maybe it's not the right price, or maybe it's not the best condition, but it's something in your hands. And so, collectors, we have that feeling when we have something, I gotta have this, and then you put it down and be like, it's not what I came for, and then you come back around and be like, oh, listen, I got some extra cash in my pocket, maybe I will pick it up, and it's gone.
So that's the moral of the story, guys. I went back and found that the Dazzler was gone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was gone. And I said,
it's gone.
Sitting with Bishop, brother. You're in trouble.
Oh, no, I got him.
Yeah!
He's coming.
Up top.
He's coming. Entertainment Earth for the win.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Retail?
Retail. Yep.
I seen him for like 50 beans.
Yeah. Loose. None of that. And I also ordered Omega Red on that same order.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
Cool.
So after I saw that the Dazzler was gone, it really upset me. And I was just on a mission after. I was incensed. So I went on and found her and Iceman on Walmart. And it was...
In Walmart or on Walmart.com? All right. Yeah, now I've gotten the Walmart exclusive thing from online.com. So Walmart.com. So Walgreens or Walmart?
Mart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Walgreens. I'm sorry. Walgreens.
Yeah.
I got the thing from Walgreens.com. So check your Walgreens.com sometimes.
True.
You get your exclusives there too.
And here she is. And I popped her out. She was on card.
She's cute.
She is so cute. Cute enough to get into Cyclops' head. I just watched that episode in the show where the Dark Phoenix saga starts, and she is basically like tempting Cyclops in some way, shape, or form.
In a cartoon?
Ooh, sassy.
That's for kids.
Yeah. So we did complete a 6-player X-Men. But it didn't end there. Oh my god.
It never ends.
Never ends.
There's never enough toys.
So then I ended up buying the Hasbro version of this figure. And I'm probably going to go run off and grab him. Just because, he's awesome, and I love the retro card backs. They're so cool.
Yeah.
I have a couple of empty boxes over here. I'm going to go grab mine in a few. But I completed my 92 Konami game with these 6 figures. And, I'm happy with the turnout. I didn't get the $80 Cyclops. I didn't get the 2-pack Juggernaut Colossus. And I didn't get the Wendigo Build-A-Wave Nightcrawler. So, it's still a great representation of the game.
Hasbro did a good job by keeping them
uniform.
Yeah. The only thing that I think Toy Biz has up on Hasbro is the articulation. The toes, the way that you can still point the toes. You can't really do that. Can you do that on the...
No,
you can't do that.
No, and she falls over quite a bit.
Yeah, they're a little stiff sometimes. I don't know. I like them both though, and I'm glad that they pair up well, so you don't have to go crazy finding certain incarnation lines of characters. You can mix them nicely.
Yeah,
which is what I always do.
and I was
started.
pretty. You know what? Let's talk about that. What was your first?
All right,
foray?
so yeah, when I started collecting figures, wasn't too long ago. It was like 2011, 2012. I was just collecting random figures. I just had hey, oh man,
Whoops.
I was just collecting random people, just random figures. You'd have like the turtles sitting next to like a couple of Hasbro wrestlers, then like a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and then a Wolverine, and just random stuff. But then as I started collecting, I felt more of a completist. So rather than just having one turtle, I had to have all the turtles, and then all the turtles became all the bad guys for the turtles, and then it became all the different versions of the turtles and all the other different versions of the bad guys of the turtles. It's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when it came with X-Men, I'm glad that I was able. I'm not too obsessive of a fan.
Yeah.
To continue, I'm glad I found the cap in my X-Men collecting. So when I first started collecting them, I would just get usually Toy Biz because I didn't mind finding them loose at like flea markets and secondhand stores and toy shops and whatnot. So I didn't mind finding loose ones as long as they looked cool to me and they kind of fit together.
Yeah.
Standing on a shelf. So I stuck with the regular X-Men from the cartoon.
Okay.
So it was Xavier, it was Wolverine, Cyclops. It's pretty much, these four guys. Storm, I have a white suit, Storm, the Toy Biz one.
You got that Blue Beast.
And then I got the Blue Beast Toy Biz. I got an Iceman, a Jean Grey, a Jubilee, a Bishop and Cable, just because I remember those cool. They were just so cool.
Oh, this time travel is so good.
Yeah, so that's pretty much because I have different sections of comics. I'm more of a DC guy. I have a lot of Justice League heroes and villains, but just heroes and villains. I never went too deep. The only person I go deep on is Batman.
True.
I have the Batman family. I have all the Kenner stuffs and that. But X-Men, I just kept it at X-Men. I have an Avengers where I just added a Spider-Man and a Black Panther just for good measure.
Nice.
And then I have like a little random Marvel shelf that has like a Thanos and a Ghost Rider and a Punisher and a Deadpool. Sick. Just like random heroes here and there. And that's pretty much where I capped off at Marvel Legends. I very rarely buy new ones because unless I was replacing. Just recently I replaced the Gambit. I had a Diamond Select Gambit.
Yeah.
So he was a little too big for my display. Well. Because, he's like a 7-inch scale. So when the new Legend came out on the card back, I had no problem popping him off that card and just replacing him. Now I have a Select Gambit. I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
Yeah.
But see, the Diamond Select X-Men, is it Diamond Select?
Yeah, Diamond Select, yeah.
Are awesome as well. I just wish they weren't as big as they were. I do
wish
like
they had a little more articulation.
I don't mind the Silver Surfer being a little bit too big.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
He's 6-something anyway.
They make him kind of look scrawny.
Average, yeah.
And he looks like Powder. Reminds me of Powder. Remember that movie? That skinny white
dude.
Hey, Q2. So
that's how you got
That's how I got into Marvel Legends, and that's kind of where I ended. I didn't really continue on. You being a X-Men Marvel guy, also a gamer, to have the X-Men game line in this style, like to have representation on your shelf.
It was a dream come true.
I mean, that's...
And honestly, I really do have this figure to thank for it, because if it wasn't for this figure, I wouldn't have been able to have completed this line in this way.
Well, thank you, fans. Thank you, fans, for not buying her, because she just sat there, waited for him.
Yeah, it literally made my day. So this is the 6 heroes, and now my quest for the baddies is pretty much the next hurdle that I got to get over.
See, once a race finishes, another one starts.
Yep.
Because there's never enough toys.
Never enough toys.
I'm gonna keep on going. Never enough toys.
So yeah, and then just as an add-on to this, I was able to find the first level boss, which is Pyro. A bunch of GameStops closed by us, so I saw this and I was like, all right, it's a good enough price, and he's a great representation of the Pyro figure. I know there's other ones, the Toy Biz and all that, but I'd like to keep it in this scale. So I was really happy to pick this up. Don't really care too much about the Rogue, but she does have some cool heads and stuff in there that you can twist around. So yeah, really happy with starting this line, but my wallet is not.
Never is.
Never is. So this has been Rich and Chris, Never Enough Toys podcast.
Slash video. Let me let you guys know. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys. This is a learning process for both of us. Kind of us talking to each other and to you. It's kind of combines the same stuff. This way, when we're reviewing a toy like this, at least you get to see what we're doing. But once we start learning more on how to do things, and because we're kind of novices at stuff like this, and we appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we get better at this, and we'll keep on pumping out content, because it's just something that we just decided why not do it to do it, and whoever likes it can like it, and whoever doesn't can move on.
Yep.
And it's this is what the world is nowadays. We can just hopefully connect with like-minded collectors as well, and we can share our stories and nostalgia and our love for all things plastic and annoying.
Yeah. Because
we keep on buying them. Every time we think we're done, we think of something else and we keep on going. So we appreciate you guys watching, and I hope we keep on doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a preview. This game itself kicked off this line for me. And then I have 2 other focuses videos coming up next. We have Spider-Man the arcade game on the way, and we also have the Data East Avengers as well. So we'll catch you next time, and we'll let you know when those videos are ready.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Later.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, so we don't feel like losers.
Let us know what you think. See you.